I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for Life in the UK test, part 72, the glorious revolution, that is on page 31. So we're just talking about the King of England, Scotland and Wales and Ireland, James II. See, something else. James II and James the 7th of Scotland, not James the 7th of Scotland, and James the 2nd of England, Wales and Northern Ireland. And he had to flee England just because his daughter Mary, his eldest daughter Mary, a Protestant, he was a Catholic, were reigning together with her husband, William of Orange, like ruler of the Netherlands, England, and William became then William of Orange, William III of England, Wales and Ireland, and William II of Scotland, and Mary, so his oldest daughter, and William of Orange of the Netherlands were ruling together, and he fled England to France. And we have of something else, so we know of Mary, Queen of Scots, who spent her childhood in France. She fled to England then later, but we know of someone else fleeing, and that was Charles II, the brother. Charles II was the brother of James II. And so Charles II fled to Europe, and he was then in the Netherlands, Charles II. And James II did fled to Europe, but not to the Netherlands, because that was the ruling area of a new king from which he fled, William of Orange. So his father was hiding in the Netherlands, but he was probably not going to the Netherlands. William ruled jointly with Mary. This event was later called the Glorious Revolution because there was no fighting in England, and because it guaranteed the power of Parliament, ending the threat of a monarch ruling on his or her own as he or she wished. We know that Elizabeth I was skillful to manage her own wishes and views with the one of the Parliament and the House of Commons. But we know of Charles I, and no, it was one after, so it was James the 6th and Charles I did fought in the divine right of God, and they were not asking for Parliament so much. And Charles II was doing that, but he died in 1685, and in 1688 William came after. We can't get the story completely through because we don't have enough information. Charles II worked together with the Parliament. He died in 1685, and 3 years later William of Orange was invited in, and he ruled together with Mary. Mary was Protestant. That glorious revolution now with ruling with Mary and William ended the threat of that the monarch ruled without asking the Parliament. James II wanted to regain the throne, so the one who fled to Europe. James II wanted to regain the throne and invaded Ireland with the help of the French army. Let's do some morning stretching. The legs are standing wide apart. Now we don't, we're just standing good, stable to a comfortable standing a bit on the shoulder wide apart. And we're breathing in, we're doing forward shoulder circuits. We're going back, up, in front, and down. And the last time back. Did they say that we're doing morning stretching? We're doing morning stretching. If you participate in this morning stretching, that's your own risk. And front, up, back, and down. But it's not really a joke, but a serious man. So if you injure your shoulder during these shoulder circuits, that is your own risk, but it's not a joke. You can have, for example, shoulder impingement. If you keep doing exercise and something like that, or you have an AC joint injury or something, and you're doing shoulder circuits, you can injure yourself. So if you do it, but it's at your own risk. I don't know what you have. So everything you do here is at your own risk. But it's not a joke. You can actually injure yourself by doing shoulder circuits, even if it are just 5 or something. And if you injure yourself or something like that, it's at your own risk. So we're going to start back, up, and front, and down. And now we're doing something similar. We're going up the shoulders and we're breathing in. And we're breathing out. And we're letting the shoulders fall down. And we're breathing in. And out. And again in. And out. And again in. And out. And the last time, breathe in. And out. Now the elbow tuck up. Lift the arms up. And pretend to take an apple, to turn it a bit to make it easier. Get off the branch and pluck the apple. Keep just normal breathing. And the last two. James II, the brother, he was Catholic. The brother of Charles II, who was Protestant, did invade Ireland with the help of a French army. William defeated James II, so the country governed together by Mary and William III of England. Defeated is always the problem. You just have to change one word and it is opposite. You have defeated or was defeated. And it's the opposite. So we had it with the other thing, where Charles II, it was Charles II, was defeated by the army of Oliver Cromwell by the battles of Dunbar and Worcester. And it's just was defeated or defeated, and it's the opposite, just one little word. Defeated is not a perfect word. So, William III won over James II at the Battle of Boyne in 1690. An event which is still celebrated by some in Northern Ireland today. Just Northern Ireland, this came. We know that Oliver Cromwell is a controversial figure in Ireland, and we now know that the Battle of Boyne in 1690 is celebrated by some people in Northern Ireland today, and we know that St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland. So, James II came to Ireland with help of a French army to regain power back, and he was defeated by the army by William III, and it was in 1690 in the Battle of Boyne, and that event is still celebrated by people in Ireland. Here's it written again. William defeated James II at the Battle of Boyne in Ireland in 1690, an event which is still celebrated by some in Northern Ireland. Here's it written, and where is Boyne written? And we're going to the next page. William reconquered Ireland. That is probably too much. William reconquered Ireland. So we're making a jump. He did not just invade, but it was necessary to reconquer Ireland. So it was a bit further than just a beach. Otherwise it would not be. William reconquered. So he defeated him in the Battle of Boyne. If he had a map and would know where Boyne is, that would help to know if there actually was a reconquering necessary after the battle, and they were not stopped at the beach. William reconquered Ireland and James fled back to France, or never back to France. Many restrictions were placed on the Roman Catholic Church in Ireland. James II was Catholic. France probably too, at least some parts of France. And Ireland was Catholic. And Ireland also... No. Why is that then celebrated by some in Northern Ireland? That has maybe something to do with Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, and then... I'm not sure if we... yes, we will... I'm confident that we at least will talk about... And we will finally can get some answer to it the whole time talking about Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, which I do all the time. Even though both did not exist during the time. Many restrictions were placed on the Roman Catholic Church. So Northern Ireland still celebrates it, but not Southern Ireland, or the Republic of Ireland, the southern part of Ireland. Many restrictions were placed on the Roman Catholic Church in Ireland. The Irish also, or some Catholics in Irish were also concerned about the rise of the Puritans and the Parliament in England, and that there was when the rebellion started in 1641. We need another part, but we can do some morning stretching. We're having the legs in wide apart, we're lifting the arms up, we're breathing in. And out, we're shifting over to one side. And we're breathing in into the middle back again. And out over to the other side. And breathe in into the middle. And out over to the other side. Breathe in into the middle. And out over to the other side. And again in into the middle. Last time to one side. And into the middle. And now to the other side. Breathe in into the middle. And out we are coming onto our knees. We are breathing in. And out we are bringing one shoulder in front. And breathe in into the middle. And out the other shoulder. Again in into the middle. And out the other shoulder in. Again in. And out. And again in. You will do more skin body stretching now. In. And out the other shoulder. In. And for last time. Out. In. And out, and we're coming down. Breathe in. And out we come to our leg. And breathe in. And out over to the other leg. Breathe in. And out into the middle. Breathe in. And out. And the last time in. And out we come slowly up with a round back. We can lift the top and backwards. And now the garden pose. The toes are pointing to the outside. We're having an ulnar and space between our heels. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're going down and placing the elbows against the insides of the knees. We're breathing in and we pretend to come up against the wall behind the leg. And out and we're going with the leg. And breathing in. And out into the third pose. Again in. And out. And again in. And out the last time to the garden pose. Breathe in. Out we're coming slowly up with one straight line. And for the last exercise, you place the heel of the mobile leg on top of the knee of the standing leg. Do this only if you don't want to injure yourself. Breathe in. Out, we're sinking down. So, the Roman Catholic Church in Ireland were restricted in its many restrictions. So many restrictions were placed on the Roman Catholic Church of Ireland in Ireland, and Irish Catholics were unable to take part in the government. We know that Irish Catholic people could not get officers, army officers, during the time of Charles II or something like that. James favored Roman Catholics and allowed them to be army officers, which an Act of Parliament had forbidden. That was in England. And now we know that in Ireland, Catholics were unable to take part in the government. We have changed the leg. There was also support for James in Scotland. Now I mean also France. No, wait, don't mean the... James was Catholic. So maybe there was not an island. Support time. The closing exercise. We're breathing in. And out. In. Out. Breathing in, closing the legs. And out. And out of time. Thank you very much.